Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we're digging in the trash. That's right, girl, we are going through the empties, all my beauty trash for the last, I don't know, like couple of months probably. I don't really keep an accurate, I don't really keep an accurate timeline of how long it took me to use these up. It's usually just by the time I get like a good full basket and enough to show you that it just feels like a good meaty video, you know what I mean? So I've got actually two baskets again, but one just because it's stuff out of my bathroom and the other one is stuff from in the beauty space. So let's dig in with the things that I pulled out of my bathroom that I used up. Which isn't that terribly much this month, but I acquired a new trash can as well. So this is my bathroom empties basket from now on, which I'm gonna have to somehow differentiate to my husband that this is not trash. He keeps trying to throw my empties away and I keep taking them from him and putting them back in here. It's like, stop taking my empties. And I think I left an empty in the other bathroom, in fact. BRB. Okay, so let's get started going through this basket of things from out of my bathroom that I used up. More like bath products, you know, the usual. I guess I'll start with whatever is on top. Two hand soaps that I went through. The first one is Mahogany Teakwood from White Barn Bath and Body Works. Oh, I love this one so much. It's so good. My friend Lila picked me this one up. Oh, I can't remember why. Something bad had happened. She got it for me just, my aunt had passed away and she just got me something to kind of, I don't know, you know how you do for your friends when something bad happens. You just pick them up something you know they like. And she knows I like anything that basically says mahogany, teakwood, sandalwood, amber oud, anything like, if it's got like a name of a wood in the title of it, I'm gonna like it. And this soap was no exception. It is beautiful. It smells like heaven. I'm sad that I used it up. Oh, I want like everything that comes in this scent. I love it so much. I feel like I got lipstick on my teeth. But this is just such a really gorgeous scent. Yeah, I'm sad it's gone. I'm gonna need more of these. And I love the formula of the Bath & Body Works soaps. I think they're just really nice formulas. They don't dry your hands out and they're nice kind of rich lather to them. Love it. The other hand soap I used up is this one from Barris and Harding. I find these at Walmart. The packaging attracted me first of all because it's white marble and it's pretty. I also have one that's black marble that we're working through now, and I bought backups of this. Well, this one is not quite as rich feeling as the Bath & Body Works. The scent on these is beautiful. This one is white tea and neroli, and it's infused with vitamin E, luxury hand wash. I want to say you can also get these at Walgreens. I feel like I bought one there too at some point. But anyway, this one smells really good. I like the packaging. It just looks pretty on your countertop. And yeah, it's lovely fragrance. It's just a little bit of a thinner consistency than the Bath & Body Works, and the fragrance isn't quite as strong. But it's still a really nice soap at Walmart, way cheaper. So these are nice for when I'm in between my Bath & Body Works soaps, which, I mean, I don't go on my way to shop at Bath & Body Works. Just sometimes I happen to walk in there and pick up a few things. You know what I'm about to pull out? A shit ton of Dr. Teal's products. This is the black elderberry with vitamin D. I love this one. I love the scent. It's very energizing, kind of almost a tad like berry scented, but in a really nice kind of more herbal way. It's not a fake berry smell, and I really like this one a lot. It's probably my favorite of the sleep soaks next to the melatonin, or of the bath soaks soaks next to the melatonin one, which I like for evening. Okay, and I've got 4 of the bubble baths, or the foaming bath, whatever they call them. Yeah, foaming bath. Black elderberry, love that one, obviously. This is just a liquid version of it. I think I'm more of a fan of the liquids than I am of the actual salt these days, just because I like the bubbles. So yeah, used up one of those. And then we went through a melatonin one, obviously, because your girl likes her melatonin at night. And then I tried out the Pink Himalayan Restore and Replenish Epsom Salt with Pure Essential Oils. This one is Pink Himalayan Salt to recharge, nourish the skin, long-lasting bubbles. It's okay. I didn't mind this one too much. I actually kind of liked it, but it wasn't my favorite of them all. Yeah, it's really not my favorite scent. It's just kind of bland, but it's not bad. If, you know, this is the only one on the shelf, I'm not going to get mad at it. But my new favorite that is really hard to find, I found it at Walgreens, and that's the only place I found this one. But it's the Activated Charcoal with Hawaiian Black Lava Salt. This one I love. I love the scent of this one. It's a bit more of a masculine scent. It's got that little bit more like a cologne type of smell to it, and I freaking love it. It's so nice. And it did a good job as, you know, being a foaming bath. It claims to renew skin and cleanse, help renew skin, whatever. And it's got the Epsom salt in it as well. So this one is probably in my number one now. It does say that it is new, so maybe that's why I haven't found it everywhere. And currently I am working through a shea butter one that's pretty nice for moisturizing, but this one I just really like the scent of, so that one's moved its way to S tier for me and my Epsom salt obsession. And I'm also trying out a new brand of salts, and I think I like them pretty good. I'll keep you posted in another Empties, I'm sure. And lastly, from the bathroom, we have 2 purple hair products from my front bits. This is the L'Oreal Paris Elvive Color Vibrancy Purple Conditioner, Anti-Brassiness. Pretty nice. I enjoy this one. It's, I think, pretty good. It has a bit of a stronger pigment to it, so like the shampoo, I think it's a little more effective than a lot of the other ones on the market. You know, if you're looking for one that's a bit more punchy, has a little bit more pigment to it, I think this range is quite nice. I believe this was the ones I liked. But yeah, nice conditioner. Didn't dry my hair out too terribly bad. It could condition more, but it has a nice pleasant smell. You know, nothing wrong with it. Would probably repurchase if I came across, if I, you know, needed some purple shampoo. Next, or purple shampoo and conditioner rather. Next is the Shimmer Lights shampoo for blonde and silver hair by Clairol. This one right here. This smells god awful. This is the worst smelling shampoo I've ever used. It is horrendous. This is like old school purple shampoo that your grandma used to keep her gray hair from looking yellow. It's that kind of product, and it just it smells like an old lady hair salon, like you get a perm or something. It's just an awful smell, and the effectiveness isn't worth the stink of this product. I made myself use it up because I don't like wasting, but dear God, it was torture. And the scent lingers in your hair for like 2 days. You can still smell it. It's a very strong chemical smell. It is so unpleasant. I do not recommend this one at all. Other than I didn't dry my hair out and it cleansed really well, but the smell is just horrendous and it's not effective. There's no redeeming quality really to it. So yeah, I would look for like the John Frieda one's really nice. The Kristen S one's very nice, and these L'Oreal, the Elvive ones are quite nice, and the L'Oreal, I think they're the Pure ones or something. They're organic line. All the L'Oreal ones have been nice. So yeah, just not a fan of the Clairol at all. I had just picked up on a whim. I think this might have been the first purple shampoo I actually purchased because I saw it at my little grocery store by my house and I was like, huh, let's give this a go. I've had it for a very long time trying to get through it. Throw all this back in my trash can. And from the beauty room, we got a little basket of stuff. Okay, first thing on the top is the Suave Dry Texture Volume and Texture Spray for light hold, ready for anything hair. This is actually a really good little texture spray. It's not gonna make your hair feel yucky. It's reminiscent of a dry shampoo in the way that it kind of gives you a little volume and texture to your hair without the white cast. And it's not gonna do like a dry shampoo necessarily does, but it does give you some nice kind of texture and grip to your hair. It's great for styling. I really like this. Yeah, I have no complaints. It has a very strong smell. Like your room that you're in is gonna smell like it for like a good hour or two after you finish it up, finish your hair. But other than that, it's a nice product. I think it worked really well, and I have no complaints. I think it's nice. The smell is pleasant. It's just quite strong. So bear that in mind, and it's gonna a lot. I think it's a great alternative to the Kristen S texture spray if you're looking for something a little more affordable, because I know the Kristen S one's technically drugstore, but it's still, you know, I think around $10-15. This, you know, $3 or $4. So it's a little more accessible. You can get this at Walmart, you know, anywhere that Suave is sold. But yeah, it's nice. I prefer the Kristen S because I feel like it's just a little bit more of a refined texture, and I prefer the scent of it. But this one's a good option. And if I'm run out of my Kristen S one and, you know, I'm just at Walmart, need to pick something up, this will be, you know, one I'm going to repurchase. I enjoy it. Next, I used up a Derma E Vitamin C Micellar Cleansing Water with probiotics and rooibos, whatever this word is. Anyways, really enjoyed this little micellar water. I used this in the morning or after cleansing my face because it does have a lot of skincare in it, and I felt like it wasn't something I want to use to remove my makeup or anything like that. I found it to be more, I treat it more like an essence, and I used it kind of first thing in the morning to wipe my face down, or if I was, you know, had already washed my face, then come in here a few hours later and I feel like I kind of got sweaty or something, I would just wipe up my face with this, and I think it did a good job like that. But I don't recommend this for makeup removal necessarily, which it claims that you can use it for. I would not do that. This burns your eyes, or burned my eyes terribly. Like, oh, it burns so bad. So I don't recommend using this anywhere near your eyeballs to remove makeup, even though it says you can do that with it. Would not recommend. I preferred treating this more as an essence because it says there's no rinse required. Again, if you're using this to remove makeup, don't do that. And, you know, double cleanse at least, or at least just use a cleanser to remove your makeup if you're gonna not double cleanse and want something easy. Don't just rely on a micellar water for your cleansing needs. That doesn't count. That doesn't even count as a double cleanse in my book unless it's something just to get waterproof makeup off or to start breaking stuff down. But I prefer like a balm type of product to break down my makeup, and then I go in and wash my face with a cleanser. This to me was just more of an essence type of product because it's infused with so much skincare. To me, a micellar water is not something I would go to for skincare necessarily. That's gonna be like if I just need to get some waterproof stuff off my eyes in a hurry, or from, you know, in the studio. It's not, product doesn't make a lot of sense because of the skincare in it and the fact that me personally, I'm gonna want to wash it off and not treat this as my only cleanse. However, if I'm using it, you know, first thing in the morning in that kind of situation, then I think it's good. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is an AM product for me. This is a starting the day out type of product after I've kind of just rinsed my face off or whatever. But otherwise, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think it left my skin feeling really nice and did feel clean. There wasn't a really greasy buildup or anything on the skin from it. And yeah, it does burn your eyes. So fair warning there. Use with caution. But I'm really a big fan of Derma E, and I really like their vitamin C range. I think it's an excellent range. They're pretty affordable. You can get them at, I believe, Target. I want to say I saw them at Walmart, and you can get them at Ulta. But yeah, the vitamin C range is excellent. I love the turmeric cleanser within this range. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase this necessarily. I might, just to keep in the studio for before I start putting makeup on and go in with my skincare for the day type of situation. If I've been up and had my breakfast and smoothie and all that after I've washed my face, and, you know, just want to give things a good little wipe down before I jump into makeup, I think I would repurchase for that. So yeah, I like it. Okay. I just have some caveats about it. That's what I'm trying to get at. I felt like I had something all over it. Next skincare item I'm just getting rid of because it's super old. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel with hyaluronic acid. I felt like this really didn't do anything for my skin over time. Like, I enjoyed it when I first got it, but at this point I feel like I've tried other skincare and I'm just not a fan of this. I don't feel like it offers me enough moisture. My skin doesn't feel hydrated really. It kind of almost feels a little sticky on the skin. I've heard this is a dupe for the Tatcha water cream. Girl, I hope not. I hope the Tatcha water cream is better than this. But this really just didn't do enough for me. And I have kind of combo skin that can be, I have like surface dryness, but I also have oily skin and congestion that comes through. This really just didn't do enough for me to help with that surface dryness. And I don't know, I feel like it kind of could pill sometimes. It just was not a favorite product. I mean, I have quite a bit left. Well, about half left. I don't know. I tried. It's just not my favorite. I'm just not a fan of water creams either, or really thin kind of gel moisturizers. I like a beefy moisturizer, so there's that. It's not terrible. It's just not the best in my opinion. And the second ingredient on here is dimethicone, which is silicone, which is what's in a face primer, and that's what's making you think this does good things for you. The first ingredient is water. And yeah, glycerin, dimethicone, vinyl dimethicone, cross polymer. So basically this is mostly plastic. Yeah. Not good. I don't recommend that based on that ingredient deck. In fact, it's too much damn plastic in this product. This is basically a fucking face primer and not a moisturizer in my opinion, and it to me didn't do enough to be a primer, so it didn't blur my pores enough for me. So yeah, I'm not gonna put silicone on my skin to go to bed or load my skin down with dimethicone for skincare. That's doing nothing long term for your skin. That's just an instant trick to make you think the product's doing something right off the bat, and I didn't feel like there was any long-term results from this product at all. And I've gone on to use some other hyaluronic acid products and decided, oh, I do like hyaluronic acid products. It's just this one I don't like in the Neutrogena Hydro Boost range that I don't enjoy, because I just think they don't do anything as far as moisturizing my skin or trapping moisture. Now I do like the cleansers in the Hydro Boost range, but that is about it. The SPF in this range, which apparently has been recalled from what I've gathered, broke out in hives, horrible hives, and yeah, all the moisturizers in this range really have not done a damn thing for my skin. And even with it being mostly dimethicone here, I still don't even think it looked good immediately. My skin just looked like nothing and kind of felt gross. It felt sticky. That's a good way to describe it. So yeah, do not recommend this. Next is a Sephora Rose Cleansing Wipes. I use these to remove makeup from the back of my hands when I'm swatching. I don't use these on my face. I do not really care for makeup wipes, period. And usually, like, prior to having this, I just use like a micellar water or like even witch hazel or something just on a cotton pad to wipe my swatches off. But I happen to just have some of these, get them in my friend gave me a box of stuff and this happened to be in it. And I was like, well, I'm gonna use those for, wiping swatches off, switching lipstick, that kind of thing. So that's basically all I used them for, and tore through them pretty fast. I'm not a fan of face wipes. They are wasteful for one thing, and I don't think that they cleanse worth a damn on your skin. You just spreading stuff around. Use soap. Use an actual cleanser and double cleanse, please. Trust me, it makes a big difference with your skin. It has done wonders for me in makeup removal. However, this, I don't feel like removed makeup very well on my face. The occasional time that I messed up an eye look and just kind of tried to wipe it off, it didn't do that great a job. But I did like the scent of these. I love rose scented anything because I'm an old lady. But they're just makeup wipes at the end of the day, and they did good for removing swatches. Am I going to repurchase? No, because I don't purchase makeup wipes to begin with. These just happen to come into my collection. Next is a L'Oreal Magic Root Cover-Up. This one's in black. You know how I feel about these. I think these have been in a lot of empties. I really do enjoy this product. However, I found a better one. Before I tell you about that, let me tell you why I would recommend this one. This one I recommend to people who have thick hair or a lot of pigment that needs covering. Like if your roots are in a very stark contrast to your hair, I would recommend this one. This does make your hair also appear thicker and fuller, which is a nice perk of it. I use it to touch up my roots, just along where I part my hair and to kind of fill in. If I have my hair pulled up, I have a very high hairline around my ears and like very thin hair. So I sometimes, when you're pulling your hair up, you'll get like a gap. Fills in the gap really well. And I like the black one because it makes me have a nice rooted kind of look to my hair. And yeah, I think this one's great if you need stronger pigment from a product. But recently, I've been using the Tresemme Root Touch-Up. And to me, the Tresemme is just a little bit more gently pigmented, a little bit more user-friendly, and less messy. And I use this one in black and dark brown, depending on how I feel about my hair that day, what I think is going to look best. This one, it sputters, it can get on your face. I highly recommend doing this before makeup and before your skincare, because you're going to want to wipe it off around your hairline. It can kind of be a little too much at times. And I did use the hell out of this product, and this is probably my 10th one I've gone through, because they're quite small. I would go through one a month. But since I've started using the Tresemme one, I've actually bought it in the black shade as well, and I really, really like the black. It's a bit softer than this one, which is a bit more of a blue black. This one's just a softer, more natural black, and it's less pigmented. And I can just kind of go in and do this number, and it just, you know, kind of gives me a nice rooted shadow. And I don't have to touch my roots up as much, because I hate touching my roots up. I hate it so much. And I think this one just really performs great. It has nice staying power. I haven't noticed it running or dripping down. No Rudy Giuliani moments. I think it's done good. I don't necessarily go walk around the rain very often, so I don't know about how waterproof it is, but I think it's done a dang good job. And I like the more softer pigmentation of this one. I find it to be just a little more user-friendly. And so if you found this one to be just a little too much, try the Tresemme. You also get way more product, or not way more, but you get a bit more product in the Tresemme, where you're getting 2 ounces. In this one, you're getting 2.5 ounces in the Tresemme. And the Tresemme one is around $1.50 cheaper. So you're getting more bang for your buck, and I think it's a better product. So yeah, I'm happy to have discovered these. But you know, if I couldn't find this, I will buy Magic Root Touch-Up. But I prefer the Magic Root Touch-Up in dark brown, whereas I prefer the Tresemme in black. So yeah, I still recommend this and stand by this being a good product though. Just you know, use with caution and be careful. It will get everywhere if you get a little crazy, or just go ham. I would actually cover, you know, the front of my face with something if you could. You know, put a paper towel or something there, because it will kind of sputter, whereas I haven't noticed the Tresemme one doing the sputter either. It has just a better spray. Next we have, I'm just going to grab all these little brushes out, because these are some brushes I'm decluttering and getting rid of. First is this poor Bobbi Brown brush. This poor thing. I've had this brush probably since I was in high school. I'm 34. No, am I 34? Or am I 33? I'm 34. Oh my God, I'm old. Jesus Christ. I've had this since I was about 17, I would say. My mom had got it in a kit, and she gave it to me. And it was a nice brush. It's held up for that long. The brush itself is great. The hairs feel fantastic still. But I mean, look at this end. My dog, not Pumpkin, because it's an old brush, quite a few years ago, dog chewed the end of it, and I just never reached for it, because I just don't like the way that looks, even though it's a good brush. And I was like, this was a really expensive brush, I'd imagine. I don't want to get rid of it. But when's the last time I picked it up to use? And yeah, I think it's time to let it go. But Bobbi Brown Essential Brush, you served me very well for many a year, because at one point this was my only blush brush back when I was in high school and early 20s. I used the absolute hell out of this brush. So I mean, yeah, it was a good brush. I enjoy this shape of brush anyway, this kind of tapered style. Love those kind. But I mean, I've got a plethora of blush brushes now. I can let you go, but you did me good, Bobbi Brown brush. You did me good. Next is a little BH Cosmetics pointy liner brush, but it's really stiff and kind of thick. I just never use it, so it's gotta go. And then we have 4 Real Techniques brushes, which the only reason I'm parting with these is because the ends are sticky feeling. That the rubber is starting to kind of break down, decay, and I don't like the way it feels when I touch it. It feels sticky, and I feel like they're just kind of dirty feeling because of that. But they have these rubberized ends on them, and they just kind of get bleh. Yeah, we have a pointed foundation brush. I do enjoy this brush for concealer. I know Emily Noel like ripped the bottom off of hers, but I can't get the bottom off. And other than the bottom getting sticky and where the the rubberized part's breaking down, these brushes held up insanely good. I mean, they're still as good as the day I bought them, and I have washed these countless times. I bought these probably 7 years ago, and they're still going strong. Otherwise, it's just purely because that handle. And I've got brushes, they're not like things I have to keep, and they're kind of, they bother me. So yeah, they're gonna go. But I really enjoyed this one for concealer, and I might, if I can find this little set again of these brushes, I will repurchase it, because I really do love the shape of this one and the shape of this one, which is the contour brush. I love using it for contour. It's a perfect contour brush. Or if you need just some spot powdering, it's great. These are fantastic brushes. Highly recommend them. Just, there is breaking down. I think that they don't do this anymore. I don't know. They may have changed their brushes, but if I come across them at the store, I'm going to repurchase this set, the face brush set. Then we have 2 of the eye brushes. Same reason, getting rid of them. Deluxe crease. I never really enjoyed the deluxe crease for eyeshadow. I use this one more for concealer application, like buffing it out, or doing like my eye primer or something. It wasn't my favorite. I think it's just a little too dense for eyeshadow in my opinion, but it's a really nice soft brush. And then it's the eyebrow brush, which is incredibly thick and chunky for an eyebrow brush, but I used to use it a lot for some reason in my brows and enjoyed it. I had some real blocky brows then, probably. Still recommend Real Techniques brushes. It's just probably time for these to go anyway. I mean, 7 years is a long time, and the stickiness bugs me. So yeah, that being said, again, I wouldn't say no to them. If I come across them in the store, I would probably pick up another set of them as replacement. Now we're getting to some makeup. First thing is this Bonnie's Choice translucent powder. I have way too many translucent powders for one thing, and this one's about empty. It's super close to being empty. It's just a basic translucent HD type of powder. It's good. I think Born Pretty store sent it to me to try out, and I liked it. It's a very nice powder, smoothing, all the things. It's just, I've had a really long time, and I've used almost all of it up, so I think it's time to let it go. And I've just got so many powders that I reach for more often. So it's purely just a declutter, but it was a good product, and it served me well when it was newer. It's time to let her go. And the same for the next bit of products. It's just stuff that needs to go because I've had it too long. I was cleaning out my drawers right here, reorganizing them as I like to do kind of ever so often, and I started going through my mascaras. I had like a hoard of mascara that has been open probably almost 2 years, some of these. Throw them away. Why are they in there? Why do you have them still? There's no point to still have them, right? I had, bought them just to review and that kind of thing, but they weren't like Holy Grail products or anything. I never repurchased these particular ones. So, it's just time to go. I bought this one, the Snapscara, in purple, purely for like 2 looks I was doing where I wanted maybe a purple mascara for like some cyberpunk looks or something. Used it probably 1 time, and I just don't reach for colored mascaras very often, and this formula is okay. It's quite long wearing. I don't find it volumizing enough by my standards, but it's a good solid mascara. I mean, the Snapscara is good, and it's time to let go, and I literally never reach for a purple mascara, but this is actually really nice purple mascara. It's quite pigmented. And then I have it in the more burgundy shade, or like kind of a plum, dark eggplant color, and I think they called it black cherry or something. This was really nice. I liked this one quite a bit. It isn't quite as bright as the L'Oreal, Voluminous Burgundy, but it's a really nice mascara. I do like the shade a bit more, and I use this one quite a bit more, but it just got shoved in the back of the drawer and I kind of forgot about it. But good solid mascara. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. They could give me a little more volume, but that's about it. Next is the Lash Princess Volume Mascara. I don't like this one. This one sucks. It's nothing like good old False Lash Effect Lash Princess with the mint green. This one. Are they even related? I don't even know. I don't like this one. It just did nothing for me, and I would just kind of use it to blend like my lashes with my falsies because I didn't want to like waste my good mascara doing that. So, I mean, it's old though. It's time to go. Don't like it. And then we also have the Essence Lash Primer. I just feel like this made my lashes kind of chunky. It's very thick. Like a lot. You get so much and it's just too much and it makes your lashes clumpy. So, yeah, to me, just too much product come out on the wand and made it hard to use. Even though I try to wipe it off, I'd always end up with just too much and it was just kind of not it. I prefer the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer a lot better over this one and the Lancome Primer, I believe. Yeah, the Lancome Steels Booster XL I do quite like over this one, and the one from L'Oreal, the Voluminous Primer, is really nice. This one's just a bit too chunky, too thick, too much, to where you just get clumps and gross, crusty lashes. They get crusty. Alright, and I have a few brow products here that are saying goodbye to. The Brow Obsessive from Wet n Wild. I hate it. That's why we're getting rid of it. It doesn't do shit for me. My brows immediately fall down and it's just kind of waxy and gross and just not a great brow product in my opinion. It's just kind of yucky and sticky and bleh. And also in the similar vein is the NYX the Brow Glue. It's the same story. It's just kind of sticky and doesn't really set down, and I don't know, it's just sticky, very kind of gooey feeling in the brows, and your brows do fall down. They don't stay in place with it. It was a huge letdown. So yeah, bye. Bye. I much prefer my Benefit 24-hour brow setter, and I have not found anything that has compared to that yet. On the hunt for that drugstore dupe. And then we have another brow gel. This is the Brow Stylist from L'Oreal, the Boost and Set Volumizing Brow Mascara. This is a really good brow mascara. Now, it doesn't lock them in like 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, but it's more like the other one Benefit does that tints your brows. I can't think of the name of it. This one's a color one, and I think it's really nice. It has a very, very nice little teeny tiny spoolie that just does a great job going right through your brows. And the only reason I'm actually decluttering this one is because it's drying up on me, for one thing. I feel like this has like fibers in it. I like that. It does make your brows feel a little fuller, and it does set them down. You just kind of can't flatten them and brush them up like I like to do with my brow setter. It's a really good brow gel if you just want a basic brow gel to add some color and a little volume to the brows, and you're not worried about getting that soap brow look. I'm a soap brow, fake a soap brow kind of gal with my Benefit brow setter. This the only reason I'm really getting rid of it, because I would keep it on hand otherwise, is that it is too light for my brows. That I bought this back when I had light blonde hair all over, which was too long ago, so it needs to go anyway. And it's kind of drying up on me, obviously, but I think this is the taupe shade perhaps, or the brown, light brown or something. There's no shade written on it. I would probably repurchase in the deepest shade and enjoy it for just a quick, if my brow tint's fading and I just need to fill them in just to run out the door, this would be something I would reach for. So yeah, I mean, it's a great little brow gel. Don't mind it one bit. I really, really like the teeny tiny spoolie that it has. It's kind of long and skinny. I really enjoy that, and I feel like it's a very easy to handle product where it's not short and stubby. I don't like the short stubby ones. And yeah, good stuff. Just super old and the wrong color for me. And I did finish up a e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in, I believe, dark brown, probably. Ash brown, maybe, I don't know. Probably in the darkest shade. Really, really like the Ultra Precise from e.l.f. Their little brow pencil is so good and so cheap compared to a lot of them on the market. This is probably my top 5 of one of the best micro brow type pencils on the market, especially at the drugstore. This one, if you can find a shade that matches your brows, this one's great. Now, if you have a little bit harder to match brow, you know, a little bit more unique color, NYX would be the way to go. They are a little, you know, they're about $4 more than the e.l.f. ones, but their shade range is far more extensive. It is definitely on par with ABH in their shade range. Great range. I love the ash brown from NYX. I find it matches my hair really well and my brow hair really well without them getting too red. It's a great shade, but I really like the e.l.f. ones a lot. I've repurchased about 110 of these. I go through one once a month. All right, what else we got here? A couple more things and we're done. Marshmallow primer from NYX. This is the mini. Tore through this bitch. Loved it, loved it, loved it. This is a great face primer. The hype is real around this one. I think that the whole TikTok viral bullshit actually was legit for this. I enjoy it immensely. I think it hydrates my skin. It makes my skin look glowy. Slight smoothing. Not, you know, it's no magic perfecting base, but it's a great everyday primer. It feels really nice. It feels like skincare a little bit. It feels very moisturizing. And I just think it makes your skin glow and look really good. So I'm a fan of this, and it has a nice smell. I love the sweet smell it has, which I believe is from the marshmallow root or something in it, and it's might be artificial. I'm not sure. I mean, it's gotta be. It smells too good. You want to eat it. That's how good it smells. But I'm a fan. I am a fan of this one. NYX did some good. NYX does good face primers. NYX is really good at a handful of products, brow products, face primers, contour products, complexion products. They nail eyeliners. They do eyeliners really well, and lip products fantastically. Okay, so they do everything well except for mascara and eyeshadow. Their mascaras and eyeshadows are absolute garbage compared to the rest of their products in their range. And girl, their prices are getting insane. I think I could buy stuff from Urban Decay from the same price. Especially for their eyeshadow palette. That is some bullshit. Because their formula sucks. And I think their mascara is usually pretty crappy as well. I've enjoyed foundations from NYX. I've enjoyed powders from NYX. Blushes, contour. They have a great contour range of various types of products. Their lip products are stunning. So good. Some of my favorites are from NYX, and their brow products just knock it out of the park with the brow products. But man, they cannot do eyeshadows. I don't know what's wrong with them. And again, they're primers. Angel Veil primer. I've gone through a few tubes of this. This is very close. Very similar to the Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. Like, pretty much indistinguishable on the skin. And I think it's a great product, and it's around $16 for the Hourglass ones, so like $60. Some products incredibly well, and like they just knock them out of the park. And then they have some mediocre kind of filler products, and then they just have some absolute hot garbage that they try to peddle for exorbitant prices, like $30 for an eyeshadow palette. Get out of here. No. Last thing for makeup is the Incognito concealer from Wet n Wild. I love this concealer. It's a fantastic concealer. Beautiful finish on the skin. It's not too drying. It sets beautifully. It wears beautifully all day. The only reason I'm getting rid of this one is actually because I've used a good chunk of it up and it's the wrong shade. It's far too yellow on me, and it looks yellow under my eyes. So that's the only real reason I'm decluttering this one. I need to go another step up, and I need to find one that matches me with my self-tan's the problem. I'm having a little trouble with that right now. I didn't think about, oh yeah, you self-tanned and now you gotta compensate to match your face with your face products, but you ain't got none that matches you no more because you got rid of all your kit for clients. So you just got shades of undead and vampire that don't match you right now. So I need to sort that out. I'm compensating with a lot of bronzer these days. Just pounding the bronzer on to make myself match the rest of my body. But anyway, I absolutely love this concealer. I think it's a beautiful concealer. I'm pretty sure I've done a wear test and review of it. I'm a big fan of this one. It's just the shade was not the best shade for me, and have since, I think I bought the shade up or shade down for this. Either way, beautiful shade match when I'm not self-tanned. Very brightening. I just really like the finish of this. This is like NARS creamy concealer type of product. I would most closely compare it to NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer as far as a product comparison goes, or somewhere between if you took the e.l.f. Camo Concealer and the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and kind of mix them together in formula, you would find something in between like this. But I think the NARS one's probably the closest product I can think that performed like this, and I think this one actually looks better on my under eyes than the NARS Radiant Creamy did. And that used to be my holy grail concealer for years. For years, that was my go-to concealer, and the drugstores has been knocking out of the park with concealers lately, and Wet n Wild did something fantastic with this one. I don't think this one gets enough love. Yeah, I think it's a really good product. I've been a fan of a lot of the Wet n Wild complexion products too. Wet n Wild and e.l.f., they're freaking killing it lately with their complexion products, and I'm enjoying the new great formulas that are coming out. And I do believe it does have some kind of skincare benefits to it. I want to say it had like licorice in it or something like that that's good for your skin. I can't remember. I'll link my review somewhere. And I also have a review of the Marshmallow Primer. And I think I did a wear test with both these products. It'll be linked in the eye if I did. And last two things here is a pencil sharpener. This is the Wet n Wild pencil sharpener. I kept this for many a year, used the shit out of it. The reason it was my favorite pencil sharpener for so long was because it was one of the few that I found that my NARS Velvet Matte Lip Crayons or lip crayons from NARS would fit in. Didn't fit good in like any of the sharpeners I had purchased. So that's why I would hang on to this one. And otherwise though, it broke a lot of my pencils and it just kind of isn't that great. It's just a generic kind of sharpener. So I'm letting it go because I have since bought the NARS sharpener, and this is a damn good pencil sharpener for your pencil products, and it's about $7. It's not a huge investment, and I think it works really well. It hasn't broken a pencil on me, or everything that I've used sharpened in it has sharpened up so well. And obviously the NARS pencils fit in it, and I love the NARS lip crayons. I think they're fantastic lip products. So I want a product or something that I could sharpen them in because I have about 10 of them. And lastly, we have an SE gel setter. My favorite top coat of all time right here. I think I like it better than Seche Vite. It is a great, great top coat. I use up one of these once a month, and which is crazy because I get my nails done. I go to the salon, get my nails done, but I usually get bored and change my polish about a week in. But lately I've been getting like nail art and some fun stuff, so I haven't been messing with nail polish lately. So anyway, I did use up one of these though when I was doing my nails more of a natural finish at the salon, and then painting them various colors at home. I usually honestly would change my nail polish color every couple of days just because I really enjoy polishing my nails. It's just something relaxing for me to do. And I'm have actually kind of got into leaving them the fuck alone and just get them done at the salon. So that's new for me. I think it's mostly if I get something really pretty on my nail, like I have a snake right now, or something special on my accent nail, I'm less tempted to paint them at home and mess up the manicure, because I'm not going to do as good as what they do, because they do the lovely gel polish and but anyways, this is a fantastic top coat. It's about $10 at Walmart, about $14 I believe at Walgreens. You can find it on Amazon, get it on sale, because it's a good top coat to have. And it does, to me, in combination with the base coat from the Strong Start, I think it's called, a base coat from Essie, with whatever nail polish you want to use, I feel like it performs really well, and my polish actually lasts like a few days, like 2 days. I'm somebody who normally their nails chip within an hour. I sneeze and all the nail polish is gone somehow. That's my normal situation. I have very shitty nails. But with this, my nails actually had a fighting chance for the polish to stay on and look good for a couple of days. Usually the only time it would actually start to break down on me or chip was after I took a bath, and your nails get soft, and that's why your nail polish chips after baths. So yeah, good top coat. All right, have I rambled enough about my Empty products? I think I have, and I think that is all my Empties for this edition. So I will see you guys back here, I don't know, in a couple of months for some more Empties. We'll see how much I've used up. I haven't used as much of my foaming bath lately because it's just been really hot, and I haven't wanted to take like a hot bath and soak. And I don't know, I was in a depression spiral and just didn't care about doing those little small things for myself for a while, and just was taking a shower just to get over with type of thing, so I could just sit down and be miserable for a bit. I don't know, I was in a really bad headspace to where I didn't even want nice baths. And that was something that was making me feel better when I thought I was in a bad headspace. Apparently what I thought was a bad headspace was nothing compared to what happened with my brain next. So anyway, that's enough rambling for me today. I've had a lot of coffee. I've had 3 coffee things today. No, 2. But anyway, too much coffee today. So I'm gonna go cook me some dinner and soak my nails off because it's nail day tomorrow and it's time for a new set. Anyway, let me know if you have used any of these products down below and what you think of them. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.